it's Tommy Shaw. On today's channel, what I'll be doing is telling you why I think the governments are really afraid right now. Because if you know me, I'm in the markets, I'm looking at the markets, I'm looking at trends, I'm trying to understand what is going on, and I'm trying to see where the markets are going. And what I see is that the market wants to correct. The market wants to go at the level it wants to go, okay? And it goes in accordance with how much revenues, liquidity, and how businesses are strong. Right now, businesses and liquidity is very low. Nobody's spending, nobody's going out. People are not going to restaurants, they're not going to NBA, they're not going to see games. That's a lot of money that's not being spent right now, okay? So the government sees that and is looking at the Dow Jones or any index funds or anything that has to do with equities, government bonds, everything, and everything is going down. It went from in the beginning of 2020, 30,000, and now it's down to 20,000. That's 33% drop, okay, in a matter of 3 weeks. That's very quick. So the government comes in and he says he's going to put helicopter money in people's bank account. They're going to put money directly in people's bank account. They're going to cut rates. They already did. They cut it a lot of times, because when you cut rates, I already did a video about that, it increases the value of assets. Anyways, in the long term, it increases it, and it's trying to push that back up. What they're trying to do every time they do an intervention, they're trying to push that back up. That's why we see a scissor where the market wants to go down and the government wants to push it up, okay? And they're trying to make us believe that the markets and government and how the markets and the economy works, they're trying to separate that information. That's not how it works. Markets are directly correlated with the economy. If the economy is strong, markets will be strong, confidence will be strong, and people will go invest, okay? And they don't want it to crash, because what they see is that if it falls, this could fall hard. It could go down to 16,000. It could go down to 12,000. We don't know how low it can go, okay? So that's why the government comes in with all this stimulus, and he's trying to prop up the market. And now what they want to do, what they're talking about right now, the Federal Reserve, is they want to buy up shares of these companies. They're going to bail out these companies. They're talking about that. That's not true right now, but they're talking about bailing out all these companies that are associated with the infectious that's going on right now. So government comes in, cuts rate, injecting money directly in businesses and family. They're restarting QE, they're doing stimulus, and that's why we're seeing this market. And that's why every time it goes lower, when they're looking at that and going below 19,000, they are really afraid of that, because if it goes lower, then we could see junk bonds, triple B bonds becoming junk bonds, and then it has this effect. Because when we're looking at a balance sheet of a company, okay, the balance sheet, if when stocks go lower, this means equity goes lower, and you find yourself with more debt. So the company becomes, on a capital structure wise, it becomes less solvent, because they see it as a financial risk increasing, okay? So that's why. And a lot of people are asking me, should I pull out my money out of the bank and stuff like that? They're not gonna let the banks fall or whatever. What we might see in the short term is deflation, and then maybe inflation for the long term, okay? Maybe, I don't know, nobody knows what's gonna happen, okay? But right now what they're talking about is injecting money directly in. So they don't want this, they don't want the equity to go lower. So they're trying to buy back, they're trying to give people money so they don't take it out of stocks, because when you need money, what is the first thing you're going to sell? You're going to sell your stocks, you're going to sell your stuff. I'm not telling you guys that it will go lower, okay? This is what the intervention is all about right now, is to try to prevent the market from falling. So if it makes any sense, that's what the governments are afraid right now, okay? They're afraid of what's going on right now in the economy, the lack of liquidity, the lack of collateral, and people are not spending, they're not going out in the economy, they're not buying products, services, because everybody's locked up in their house, and this prevents the money from circulating. Okay, so if you like this kind of information, want to know more about this information, please like, subscribe, and I'll be posting more videos to keep you up to date. Thank you. Have a nice one.